Hello, welcome to Paul's Take. So yesterday I test drove the new Ford Maverick in two-wheel drive, and I did a review on it, so check it out. And also recently I was checking out the Hyundai Santa Cruz in person. I didn't get to test drive it, but I did get to see it. So they definitely are direct competition, and there is no other competition between these two. They're both compact, like truckishes, or El Caminoes, or what's that Subaru had one as well, with the little bed in the back. It's probably the most comparable vehicle out there. Four door, small bed. So between the two, I found there was a clear winner. To me, it was no comparison. And I was reading a bunch of other reviews on the two, comparing the two, and most people seem like they're pushing towards the other. Even though when I test drove, or when I did compare the two, when I got the feel for both, I feel like one was just like stood out completely. But before we get into that, let's just go between the two. We'll compare the exterior. So the Ford Maverick is a little longer and a little thinner and a little taller, whereas the Santa Cruz is a little shorter, a little wider, and a little lower. It also, let's see here. So the ground clearance when it comes to like off-roading, which is what I'm all about. It's what if I was to get something, I'd want it to be, it's something that could go off-roading a little bit. And obviously, this is not serious off-roading. This is more like trails. But the farther you can get, the better, and the more capable, the further you can get. So between the two, it's kind of a mixed bag, where and they're very similar too. So the Santa Cruz has slightly more ground clearance, with 8.6 versus I think it was 8.3 inches. No, actually the all-wheel drive, they both have 8.6 inches of ground clearance. The Maverick has a better approach angle at 20.6 degrees versus 17.5 degrees in the Santa Cruz. The breakover angle is better in the Santa Cruz, and the departure angle is better in the Santa Cruz. But like I said, they're pretty darn close. Now, the one thing nice about the Maverick, I'll say, is that on their high end, I think it's called the FX version. I could be wrong on that, but it's like their off-road version. You can actually it comes with under body armor, and the Santa Cruz at this point does not come with that. I'm guessing maybe you can probably buy some aftermarket stuff, or it'll probably come out soon. I don't know. Either way, that's definitely a positive for the Maverick. When it comes to performance, they both they're both very similar. They both got two 4-cylinder turbos. The Maverick has the 2.5 liter. It has a hybrid. It has a hybrid, and it has a turbocharged regular gasoline powered engine. We'll go with the gasoline power because I'm going to get the higher end stuff. I'm talking about, I don't want no dinky hybrid with only 191 horsepower and the uncertainty of a battery. No, I want the gasoline. So the Ford's 2.0 liter has 250 horsepower, whereas the Hyundai Santa Cruz has a 2.5 liter turbo at 281 horsepower. So the Santa Cruz is faster. Okay, the one thing that really got me interested in these vehicles is the fact they can actually tow. They're small vehicles, got great gas mileage, they're fun to drive, and they can tow. They have all-wheel drive, and they can tow. The Maverick can tow up to 4,000 pounds, where the Santa Cruz can tow up to 5,000 pounds. That's pretty substantial for such a small vehicle. So that is very impressive. But when it comes down to, okay, so now let's get serious. There is a reason why one, to me, stands out way more than the other, because on stats, they're pretty darn close. And they probably drive pretty darn close as well, too. Good enough. But what, to me, makes a huge difference is the style. The styling of it. When I saw the Santa Cruz, I was actually very impressed with it. Right off the bat, my initial reaction was, wow, that's a nice-looking vehicle. A lot nicer than I expected. It didn't feel small, because I think the thing is, it kind of looks like a car with a bed on the back. So it looked like the proper size. It looked correct. And it looked real modern. Interior and exterior, It was very modern. Apparently, it's not brand new design. Apparently, this is a very similar design as the Santa Fe, I think it's called. But it works. I mean, it looks really good. It's proper. It's like based on the same chassis, so the dimensions are all correct, all the same. So the Santa Cruz looks really good. Like it felt comfortable. It looked like the attention to detail was really sharp. It was good. On the Ford, on the other hand, the Maverick. When I saw that initially, I was actually disappointed. I was looking forward to seeing it. When I saw it, it felt kind of dorky looking. That's how I felt when I saw it. I felt it was kind of dorky. And I think what it is the scale of it. It's designed to look like a small truck, which it is, a small truck. But it looks like a small truck. It looks like a budget truck. It looks like, maybe you wanted a bigger truck, but you don't want to. You didn't get one, so you got a small, dinky truck. It looked like a compromise. I felt like it was a compromise. It wasn't really. I don't know. I think if it was the same dimensions but bigger, like the old Ford Explorer, where they had that as a truck, it almost to me seems a lot very similar to that, but small. It's like if you get just because it's like say you have a really popular truck, an F-150 per se, and it's the proper size, but if you all of a sudden dropped it to 50%, it wouldn't look right. So it didn't. They didn't I don't know. They didn't like adjust for the size of it. It's just me. I don't know. Interior wise, same way. I felt like it was too plain looking. Like the doors with the new little side things it was kind of cool, and it wasn't horrible. Let's just say when I felt like I was in the Maverick, it felt like it was at least 10 years older than the Santa Cruz. The Santa Cruz just seemed way more modern. It looked like a new version, and it looked like the Maverick was just like a few versions back. It just did not seem like it was built on the same year. But I don't know. That, of course, when it comes to looks and style, that's all personal preference. But for me, I thought the Santa Cruz was far better. It looked better. It's got more power. It could tow more. So for me, the choice was obvious. It would be a Santa Cruz all day long. Like I said, function-wise, they both will function pretty, about the same, except for the Santa Cruz can tow another additional 1,000 pounds, which to me is a big deal as well. And so you're not really compromising on anywhere. It's faster. It's got more tow capacity. It actually has more cargo capacity as well, more weight, anyways. So my money is on the Santa Cruz. I actually liked the Santa Cruz. It didn't look like you were compromising. It looks like that's a cool car. I like to have that cool car, and it was. So that's my take. You check out both of them. Let me know what you think. I wanted to like Ford more because it is Ford and they're American and all that, but I feel like they didn't do enough by far. So maybe they could trim it out way better. I think that's also a possibility because the trim I looked at was a little on the basic side, but they would have maybe had a lot more aggressive, maybe some fender flares and a more aggressive front end and wheels and paint. That would make a big difference, I'm sure. But for now, for what I saw in person, Santa Cruz was far better. Thanks for watching Paul's Take. Let me know what you think. Which one do you think is cooler? Which one did you get? Thanks for watching Paul's Take. Make sure to like, subscribe for more videos.